is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome back here today to a reaction video. This one's going to be a fun one. To Jalen Rose's 2015 NBA draft comp. So yeah, we're going to see comparisons to former players or current players for Karl-Anthony Towns, Kristaps, Jahlil Okafor, D'Lo, Mario Hezonja. There's a lot of good players in this draft, like a couple of those guys I just mentioned, Miles Turner, Devin Booker, but then there was also some quote-unquote busts like Emmanuel Mudiay, Mario Hezonja, Willie Cauley-Stein. So drop a like if you guys do enjoy these style of videos, these reaction to video videos, and let me know if you want to see maybe 2016 draft comps, 2014. Let me know in the comments below. I saw this on my recommended. I was like, you know what? Let me add this to my watch later, and I'll react to it for a video. So yeah, without further ado, we can get into this. Let's see what we got.
Freshman, 19 years old, 7-footer. How about Patrick Ewing? That's right.
So he's comparing. Okay, he's comparing Karl-Anthony Towns to Patrick Ewing.
Rim protector can run the floor.
And he just said rim protector that could run the floor. He could run the floor, but the rim protector, we have not seen that from Cat yet. Definitely not. I don't even know who would be like a good comp for Cat because like shooting bigs, can't play defense. There wasn't really a lot of them before like this. I don't really know yet.
A soft touch. Of course, the young fella is going to be a better ball handler. Yeah, he's going to be able to make the three. But if he can make the Hall of Fame like Patrick Ewing, I'll take it if I'm the Minnesota team.
I mean, not a horrible comp, just the defensive part hasn't lived up yet.
How about the fact he learned how to play with his back to the basket, going to school in Kentucky for a year?
How about in February, if you would have said he would be the #1 pick over Okafor, people were laughing. Now it happens.
Yeah, Jahlil was supposed to be the #1 guy in this draft. And he fell to 3,
Like
obviously.
he's smooth and he's crafty.
Lenny Wilkins? Okay.
We're gonna go back to the way back machine.
It's actually not a bad comp.
Lenny Wilkins, the Hall of Fame lefty. D'Angelo Russell, only the third freshman to average 19, 5, and 5. The other two,
Not a
Kenny
bad comp.
Anderson,
Better comp, I
and
think, than the Patrick Ewing
most
one.
efficient pick and roll prospect at
Because
point
D'Lo coming out of Ohio State, incredible ball handler.
guard in this draft.
Oh boy, Jahlil, let's see who it's going to be.
He's a big-time scorer. My comp for this 19-year-old freshman plays in the
I mean, Brook Lopez wasn't a good three-point shooter or rebounder when he was on the Nets at the time of this draft. Okay. And he wasn't the rim protector he was. Nets Brook Lopez, not a terrible comp. Like, Bucks Brook Lopez, no, but Nets, I could see the reasoning for that, definitely. But Brook Lopez was definitely a way better shot blocker than Jahlil Okafor was, I think, projected ever to be coming out of Duke. At that time in Brooklyn. Or New Jersey.
He has the soft touch, can shoot the jump shot. Jahlil Okafor, I agree with you, Jay. The most dominant post-up player in this draft.
He was good. He was good at Duke.
66% field goal.
If he was drafted in the 90s, he'd have a lot different of a career.
From the post.
At least he's still playing. Let's see what Jalen Rose said about Kristaps.
Him in particular. And here's why. The New York Knicks fans have suffered long enough. Okay, they haven't won a championship since the early 70s. All of the terms I'm hearing about this young man is 2 or 3 years. Rim protector in a couple of years, possibly. A project. Real thin. I just felt like they deserved a turnkey type player, and Justise Winslow would have gave him that to play with Carmelo.
Yeah, in hindsight, it was either like the next best option is Devin Booker or Kristaps Porzingis. Yeah, you'd rather have Devin Booker, but still, like, Kristaps was one of the best picks in this draft. He wasn't as much of a project as a lot of people thought he would be. He did develop into be a really good shot blocker right now, and obviously a great shooter. A lot of people were wrong about Kristaps, including me on that draft. I was really mad as a Knicks fan. I wanted Mudiay or Winslow. Yeah, that's why I'm not a GM. Where I was also 10 at the time as well. Parsons. Okay. I could see there's similar play styles. Definitely.
It's going to be a great fit down in Orlando, as you guys mentioned.
It's not a great fit.
Guys, the line in the sand is either you play with skill or you play with
okay, I mean,
Tyson Chandler does. He's not going to post up and give you offense. He's not going to create for teammates. He's not going to shoot the basketball. He's going to give you maximum energy. And
I could see Tyson Chandler. I could definitely see that comparison. Cauley-Stein maybe it just didn't help that he went to Sacramento when they already had DeMarcus Cousins and ownership and coaching really wasn't that good. Maybe his career could have been like a Tyson Chandler type. I could get behind that, definitely, but yeah, obviously Stein is quote-unquote a bust for the 5th overall pick. Mudiay, no comparison, okay. Stanley Johnson. He might be the biggest bust out of this top 10.
You must bring one thing to practice and games, effort. And that's what Karan Butler brought in his NBA career. Legitimate 6'7", the power to play against threes, undersized.
Not a bad comp either. I could have saw that coming out of Arizona.
Really good pick for the Pistons. You put him on the wing alongside Kentavious Caldwell.
He's just a little undersized too. Yeah, they had KCP and Stanley Johnson. Could have been a good duo for the future. Just didn't pan out. Frank the Tank. Let's see who we got.
I thought they were going to go with a perimeter shooter here.
Ryan Anderson. That's a very good comparison because Frank has actually been an okay shooter in the NBA. Not much on the defensive end. It's a good comparison.
Attributes of Ryan Anderson. As you mentioned, Jay, he's a shooter. Not going to be much of a defender or a rebounder. But as long as you can knock it down the way they can, he can have a job in this league. And I know one thing, Charlotte loves Big Ten players that play the four. They've taken three straight players to play the same position in the draft.
All right, let's see what we got for Winslow. Could be a bunch of guys. Meta World Peace. I like that comparison too. Not a great shooter. Good pest on defense, like a pesty defender. Probably Winslow's a better passer. Not a bad comparison either. I like it. I like it as well. I just put on closed captions and not mean to do that.
These are the kind of picks. This reminds me of the Dwayne Wade, LeBron James draft. Seeing this guy.
Okay. Might be a stretch.
Dwayne Wade got drafted behind Darko Milicic. He's going to be better than a few players that went in front of him.
All right, Miles Turner. Let's see who we got for him. Brook Lopez could have been actually a good comparison. Chris Bosh. Not as good of a shooter. Probably a better shot blocker. I like Chris Paul's dribbling way better. Yeah, I think like Brook Lopez would have actually been a good comparison to Miles Turner. Not a great rebounder. Good shot blocker. Can space the floor. I like actually Brook Lopez for Miles Turner more than I do for Okafor and for Bosh for Turner. Brook Lopez is actually kind of like the perfect comp. Trey Wiles, another Kentucky player. Who took him? Utah did, right? Or Denver? Utah, I think. Boozer? I get that. He was more of a post guy at Kentucky. Okay. I forgot Carlos Boozer ended up on the Lakers. Oh, boy. He fell off after Utah. He had a couple good seasons in Chicago. A couple might be generous. Devin Booker. All right, here we go. Who's his comp?
Probably threw up a number of Kentucky players.
Ding, 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 ding. You guessed it. Klay Thompson.
All right. Yo, he kind of killed it with that comp. All right. Like, obviously not as good of a shooter as Klay because he's one of the best shooters of all time. But that's actually a damn good comparison. Like, you could have said, like, a Kyle Korver or, like, a Wayne Ellington or somebody like that. Marco Bellinelli. But, yo, not as good of a defender as Klay Thompson. Definitely not, but not a bad comp for somebody that went out of the top 10. Not at all.
Through January, he was shooting actually 51% from three.
Because you could say that Devin Booker is the second best player in this class behind Cat.
February on 30%. So you're gonna need
so far, you can even make an argument for number one, but I would have Cat.
He's gonna fit right in the Valley of the Sun.
Cameron Payne. Oh, here we go. I forgot about Tank Commander Payne. Last pick of the lottery. Brandon Jennings. Payne just never panned out in the NBA. Defense, he was too small on that end. Thought that was Kate Cunningham for a second. Murray State. I forgot he went to Murray State. Not as good as the Murray State point guard from the 2019 draft. Oubre. Okay. I forgot he was in the draft from Washington. It's a nice pick for them. Ariza? No. That's not a... I don't think that's a great comp just because Ariza's way better of a defender than Oubre. I think Oubre's a better inside scorer. And I guess I could see it on the shooting end, but I think they're completely different players on the offense and... Or, excuse me, on the offense with the ball in their hands and on the defensive side of the ball.
Catch a lob is fearless. And you mentioned Cephalosha and Korver on the roster. One gives you defense, one gives you spot up shooting.
Oh, the Atlanta... That was, I think, in a trade. Yeah. Because, wait, the Knicks got Jeremy Grant, right? And then I think the Hawks got Tim Hardaway Jr. and then the Wizards got, I think, Oubre? I forget how it all went down. I think that's what happened. Bledsoe, who's this for? Wait, I completely missed. Oh, Terry Rozier. Okay. People would think that too Emmanuel quickly could be on the Knicks. Not a terrible comp either.
And a capable shooter.
Not as good of a defender.
I think
Definitely not as
Towns
good of
gonna
a
have some
defender.
help scoring the basketball, huh?
Rashad Vaughn, UNLV guy.
Spot up, very good.
Wow, I forgot about
Very good
Rashad
on
Vaughn.
You can really shoot it.
Deion Waiters.
Is my comparison.
Alright.
You said it right.
Could have been worse. Could have definitely been worse. I wonder if Deion Waiters will be in the league next year. I don't see the Lakers bringing him back. Maybe. Cheaper option. He went to UNLV, I think. Or maybe not. Was it Providence? I forgot. Wait, was it Nevada? I don't know. Wally Serbiak? Wait, who was this? Sam Deck? Oh boy, that's a bad one. You're not gonna be perfect. That's obviously a bad one. He's had some great comps in this draft. That one's not. Sam Decker's out of the league, I think. Jerian Grant. He went to the next Notre Dame Bowl. Who do we got for him? Grievous Vasquez. Also, not a bad comp. I thought Grant was actually like a smart, good passer, high basketball IQ coming out of Notre Dame. Vasquez was underrated at the beginning of his career.
That Grant family has some really good genes.
Jeremy Grant, $20 million man. Delon Wright. He went to. Did he go to UNLV?
And with his size and the attributes.
All right, Clarkson. Not as good of a shooter or scorer.
The ability to finish at the hoop. Obviously, he's going to have to continue to work on his game and work on his jump shot. But these
Oh, he went to Utah. I'm dumb.
Pretty good impact in his league.
That's what I meant. Not what I meant. I forgot that. Bobby Portis, the Razorback. Let's see who we got for Bobby. Rasheed.
Look up front for the Chicago Bulls.
What? Oh boy, that's too much praise for Bobby Portis. Way too much praise for Bobby Portis.
So you add this young man to the mix, he's going to be a performer right away.
RHJ. Let's see who we got for him. Josh Smith. Alright. Not the worst, not the best. I'm not a huge fan of that Smith one, but the Serbiak to Decker and the Portis to Rasheed are probably the two worst. But dude, that's fine. I'd probably have way worse comps. Tyus Jones. See who he has. Shabazz Napier. I think that's a good comp.
Reminds me a lot of Shabazz Napier, who also won an NCAA.
Do they still do these comps? I feel like they don't.
Not going to necessarily wow you with his athleticism, but really smart players, really good leaders, play well in pick and roll situations.
Yeah, the Cavs and then traded for Jetty Osman. Yeah, none for Larry Nance. Okay, who's this? Kevin Martin? Wait, who is this for? I don't know. Probably have to wait and see who at the end. Oh, it's for RJ Hunter, Georgia State guy. Yeah, he just never panned out in the NBA, but he was a good shooter at Georgia State, definitely. And that is it for the player comparison. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you want to see me react to more of these? I see a Bill Simmons and Jalen Rose 2014 comparisons from the 2014 draft. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see those. Drop a like if you guys did enjoy the video. Link to this video will be in the description below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.